Well, first of all, I'm just, I thought our kids were way different tonight than we were last night. Again, we're still, we're a work in progress. We're still trying to have to learn how to play a little different right now. But, well, I thought we were super competitive tonight. I was really proud of them. Amo, that's the Amo we need to come play every night. And it was really good to see her out there playing like she was playing, having fun, being effective on both ends of the floor. She took 4 charges in the first half. That may be 4 more than she's had in her whole career. But she was really locked in. And last night bothered her. And I saw her today and we were stretching and I said, hey, you just got to learn from it and move on, but you can't let it hang over your head and affect you the next time. And we all know how critical she is to our success and to our team. And boy, I thought she was the difference. I told her at halftime, you're the difference in the game right now. And it was really good to see. And, our inside players, we were 15 for 24 tonight at the 4-5. And that was really good. Obviously we didn't shoot it as well at the other spots. And the difference in the game was their guards at 1, 2, and 3 they had 55 of their 71 points. And so, and we had another bad fourth quarter. So we've had 2 bad fourth quarters back to back where we've had 25 and tonight 21 points or 22 points, 21 tonight. So, I was proud of our effort. We didn't turn it over against the press. In fact, I think we got out of the press. And so we did a nice job there. We had 6 critical turnovers. We only had 8 in the second half. 6 of them were in the fourth quarter when you're trying to hang in there and compete. And I thought we got a little out-toughed inside late in the game when we had really owned them inside and done some nice things. I thought they kind of upped the juice a little bit and we couldn't quite get it in there like we had been. But again, I think we grew tonight. I think we got better tonight. I think we learned a little bit about ourselves tonight, and we learned we can come back when things aren't just peaches and cream. We learned how to respond. And right now for us, it's all about how we respond. I mean, we're in a little bit of a pickle. It's fine. But it's how you play the game and honor the game and respect the game right now is where you're really going to find out about yourself and your team. And I didn't think we really matched. I thought Marquette punched first last night and we had a hard time getting our feet under us. Tonight, I thought we really battled. I think we got down 9 in the first half or 10, came back and it's a 1-point game at halftime, 3 at the end of 3. So Jeff's got him a good team as always. They're really tough. Those kids are good players. And so we'll learn from it. We don't like to lose, but I think tonight was much better than last night. I think I certainly have a different feeling about my team tonight than I did when I walked off the floor last night. And that's taking nothing from Marquette. I thought they were sensational last night.
Taylor, I'll start with you. Coach just said he felt a lot better tonight than last night, and he was very blunt with talking here last night. How did you feel about last night versus the way you guys competed? I know you lost, and so it's not a moral victory per se, but like the signs of making a step forward seemed like they were there.
Yeah, so I think last night something that we lacked was effort. And tonight, like coming out, I think that whenever you are you have a lot of effort that can kind of substitute if we make a little bit of mistakes, because I mean the hustle plays, I felt like we got them tonight and we didn't yesterday against Marquette. And I think that this was just the team that we've seen and the team that we know we are. Last night we came out and I think that we underestimated Marquette, and we, like he said, they punched first. And I think tonight we came out with an edge to us and we played with that the whole game. I do think that we had some stretches where we had too many turnovers, we had too many mistakes, but the effort was always there. And I think that that's something that we needed to see in ourselves. And also moving forward, it is something that we're going to continue to do.
Aaliyah, Coach was very complimentary of how you approached the start of the game. Obviously, it was obvious to anyone watching you. You were putting your head down. You were attacking. Like you said, like he said, 4 charges. I didn't know if I'd miscounted. I thought I maybe wrote it down wrong. But kind of what was your mentality coming in to kind of get a fresh start from last night and get off to a better start today?
Yeah, I was pretty upset with how I performed yesterday. And of course we didn't get the W. And like Taylor said, we underestimated Marquette. So I was pretty down on myself. But I was like, it's a new day. And another day for us to learn and bounce back. So going into this game, I was like, I just need to focus, slow down, and just do what I need to do to help my team win. And so I feel like I was more focused tonight, and I put myself in better positions to be successful on the floor. And so did my teammates. They set me up for good shots, got me open lanes to drive it. And so I think Coach said it in the locker room, it's about us stacking these days. And so me personally, I'm working on, being more consistent with that and showing up every game and having this type of like attack first mindset. Because I feel like when I do that, Coach told me it brings energy to everybody else as well. So just still learning, but that's something that I'm definitely need to improve on and consistently work at.
Considering you had the 4 charges you drew, is that something you were like, hey, this is pretty cool, I should keep doing this? Because I'm sure he'd love that.
I feel it in my back right now, but it was so worth it. it was worth it. Honestly, I was just in the right place at the right time, and something just told me to fall. So I just fell. But we do it in practice. So I guess it's just, what you do in practice rolls over into the game. So
Vic, you said you feel a lot different, and last night it was everything from questions about out tough to I can't get him to run the play. And
Yeah, it was a frustrating night last night.
yeah.
And here's the thing, and I'll let you finish. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but it's so unfair right now with the expectations that are on Amo and Rory. Like, they're just sophomores. They're babies. They've played 1 year of college basketball, and yet all this expectation is on these sophomores. They're sophomores. They've played 1 year. I know they're good players, but it's just so unfair to put all this on them, and yet they don't run from it. But you just, it's, I think sometimes, I have to remind everybody that we have all these preseason things and expectations, and, on paper, we look like this, and this, but won't you come sit in my practice? You might think a little differently about where we are right now. But for Amo and Rory in particular, they're so young. They're going to be great. I mean, they're going to be unbelievable. And we're building our program literally around them. But I just think sometimes you have to realize, how old are you, Amo?
19, about to be 20.
19, about to be, don't count. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's really, I think you have to keep reminding yourself how young, and, Amo didn't even play for 2.5 months last year, almost 3 months. And so she missed some real critical time. And, when she came back, she had a lot of rust to knock off. And boy, when she knocked it off, she was a monster. And so that's the player, right, that we're hoping we got right now. And I think we've got is just developing that consistency.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that, and Taylor touched on it, that it sounds like it's an easier thing for you to handle, or the message is easier, maybe to send like, hey, if you have plays that don't work and you lose, but your effort was good, the toughness was good, we can live with that and move forward. Like, it sounds like that was a message you would maybe try to send a little bit, and that they were receptive to it in that regard of just bring the energy and effort the whole time, and we'll live with mistakes if we have to for a while.
Yeah, it seemed like our turnovers tonight, especially there in the critical moments, were layups for them, and that's the thing. You 24, and she is quicker than quick, right? She's really fast, and Carr's really doing a nice job for him running his team, but she can also score it. And so I just think our turnovers were so critical in the fourth quarter. 6 of our 8 turnovers were there in the fourth quarter, where we're trying to hang in there, and seemed like every pass we made, it was a rip and go. And again, that's part of our struggle right now is at guard. You win with guard play, and we've just got to play a little bit better there. And we got to shoot a little bit better. As our post tonight, we're pretty good inside, and we needed to probably give them a few more touches.
One more question.
Yeah.
You're not the only top 10 team that's lost some games this week. You know, some of that's product of competition, whatever, but it sounds like, I asked Jeff kind of a similar question to this. Is there a broader reason you look at and you say, well, it's a little trickier right now when, you know, for top 10 teams, and you talked about you're blending so many new pieces. Do you think that's a broader thing going on that explains some of the top 10 teams maybe not winning every game in front of them to start the year?
Well, I think in Jeff's case, he's got some new kids he's trying to teach to play his way. I have that too, but I'm also having to do it without my point guard. And we all know the value that she brings to the table. It's not an excuse. We got good enough players. We need to be playing better. That's my job as a coach. I got to get us to play better. Amo responded tonight and played better. That's what you want to see your kids do. I'm having to play my backup point guard who swings over from the two at point now. She's having to run my show right now until I can get Rory back. And we should have her back here pretty quick. But to me, that's in the back of my mind. We're like tonight, I felt like we did all we can do. The turnovers I don't like, but I've really felt like tonight we did a lot. And we obviously were much better than last night. I mean, we went into Stores and played them to 7, and you saw what happened to number 10 today. And again, all these teams that are falling and going down, they're not going down, you know, with an All-American over there sitting in a boot like I am. So I think you just have to understand it, get through it. We got to get her healthy. We'll be different. We'll be way different, and we'll be better. You know, and I think we all know that. In the meantime, I think this is a great experience for these kids. It's, you know what? It's challenging me as a coach. You know, got to coach better, teach better. And so this is part of athletics. So we'll get through it and we'll be fine.
Hey, Vic, Tyler Feldman from KView. Thanks for letting me hop on here from back in Austin. My question for you just is, I know you said you should be getting Rory back quickly, but you have a clear timetable on when you can expect her back?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to jump the gun. I certainly don't want to jinx myself, but I'm hopeful that I'm hopeful that she sat out her last one. I know she's hopeful that she sat out her last one too, Tyler. So, and I bet these two are hoping that she sat out her last one as well as the rest of my team. So, you know, she'll see. I think she sees the doctor Wednesday, and we'll go from there. And whatever they say, that's what we'll do. But she's feeling so much better, and again, it's just something that we just need to be. You know, we've done our due diligence. I think she's been really good. Rosemary's been great with her, our trainer, and so we'll get an assessment of that on Wednesday and go from there. So that's kind of the update, Tyler. And thanks for coming on the Zoom, buddy.
No, thanks for letting me hop on. My next follow-up then is for Aaliyah. Aaliyah, how has the team grown or learned how to play? How important is that to learn how to play without a player like Rory this early in the season, so that, you know, God forbid something happens later in the season, you know how to adjust to type of situations like this one?
Yeah, it's tough, you know, losing a player, but then losing your floor general who's really good at her job. You know, it shook everyone, but I think right now we have to figure out how to, like Coach said, you know, still find a way to win without her. And that's what we're kind of trying to figure out right now, and how to work together, because we can still do it. It's just putting the pieces together, and working hard, and I believe we're going to click at the right time. It's just taking a little bit longer. And like Coach said, when Rory comes back, you know, we'll be at full go, and we're all ready for that to happen. But it's just really important for us to just realize that if we hone down and we focus, we showed it tonight. We can compete with any team, but we just have to show that every night. So.
And hey, I'll say this, boy, Shaylee's been, to be put in the position she's been put in, I'm really proud of her. And I think she's gotten better. Like, that kid's gotten a bunch better. And it's going to make her so much better when she's now going to get to go play off the ball. But then when I need to give Rory a blow, she's gonna fit right in and we won't miss a beat. So it's a lot of responsibility she's learning she's learning a new system and she's in charge of everybody else. And she's in charge of 5 others, 2 freshmen and 3 transfers, and they're having to learn something new also. Now that's a lot of responsibility. So I'm really proud of Shaylee and even Sonia slipped over there a little bit, but those kids are, they've really responded and they've done a heck of a job. So we'll be better for it.
And just one more question, Taylor. I just wanted to ask you, how has Rory kind of been vocal on the bench during this process where I'm sure she's just itching to get back out on the court?
Yeah, so sitting on the sideline, that is a completely different view than what you get from when you're playing. And me and her have talked about this, and we actually talked about it yesterday. Some of the stuff that you see on the sideline, like I said, is completely different. And so she has been very, very vocal about what she sees. And she also has been helping us, talk in practice. There's never really a time that she's quiet if she's on the sideline. And she's still trying to find the best ways to lead us. And I think that that's great. That's what we need. And she is vocal whenever we need her. And yesterday when we came out in timeouts, she was the first one talking to us, and it's what we needed. She's doing the best that she can right now.
Tyler, she even offered up a play in the huddle tonight. had her play card out like she's coaching. And she offered up double high and I think I ran it. I said, okay, that sounds good. That's a good idea. We'll run that. And she's involved over there and she's thinking the game, and that's what you want. It is a different perspective. She kind of blistered her teammates a little bit this morning and last night, even in our team meetings. And again, she prefaced it with, I've been over here now watching, it's a way different perspective. And the things that I see, here's what we're getting away from. We're getting away from our identity. We're getting away from how we play at Texas. And, there's a time where I want to step back and go, who are you? What happened to Rory? Because those are the same things that, I say as a coach a lot, but she's listening. And it carries a ton of weight when you get that from your teammate. And so she's doing a heck of a job. I'm tired of her, though. I don't need her on my staff right now. I need her on the floor. So we'll try to get her there.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks, Vic. Thanks,
Appreciate
ladies.
you, Tyler. Yep.
Safe travels home.
Yep. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you, buddy. Praise the Lord and hook 'em horns. Yeah.
I know. Throwback edition. I'm gonna think about it.